this opportunity. For all these who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Williams, and I am a member of Morristown, where my father, Reverend Dr. Sidney Williams, is the pastor, and I am here to talk to you about this year's theme, The Dream Renewed, Hope Remains Eternal. When I think about Martin Luther King's dream, so much comes to mind. I think about where this country has been and where we are now. I think about all the lives that have been lost and wonder how many more will go before the dream is fulfilled. I think about how the only reason I'm here today is because I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors. But I also think about whether or not we, as a people, are doing a good job in today's society. Would our ancestors be proud? We are reaching a threshold in our country. From the inhumane police brutality to our own government shutting down, leaving thousands without pay, we are fighting each other. We are separating not just through our racial differences, but our class, our beliefs, and so much more. So much has been revealed to me in these past few months. For one, the United States is responsible for 27% of climate change. Yet in 2017, Trump removed the U.S. from the Paris Agreement, which was put in place to reduce the amount of carbon emissions released. I had a discussion with my friend last week about immigrants coming into the country. I was sharing with her some of the difficult experiences some of my friends had to deal with when they came here. She responded by telling me that I was ignorant on the subject. She believes that the families crossing the border will either make it or are sent back home. She refuses to listen to me as I explain that some women are raped, children are abandoned, fathers are killed, and so many more injustices occur. She said that I needed a fact check. Then I sat in class the other day as I listened to someone explain all the issues with the Black Lives Matter movement. They explained how it irritates them when Black people say they want to be treated fairly but never actually do anything to prove they deserve it. These are just three unjust experiences I've had that prove Dr. King's dream of a justful and safe country needs to be renewed. On August 28, 1963, Martin Luther King and thousands of people gathered around the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. While King's focus was on racial equality, his dream was about justice. He said now is the time to make justice a reality. I urge you to reclaim King's words. With all the corruption taking place in our country, we need to remember that hope remains eternal. King also reminded us of the importance of now. He explained, this is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off, or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism, but instead fight to fulfill this dream. However, we must understand that fighting does not just mean not partaking in these evil acts. I too have fallen short of my responsibility to ensure justice in this country. We must wake up from this period of compassion fatigue and take steps toward Dr. King's dream. As I listened to my friend pass judgment on the Black Lives Matter movement, it was my job to take steps to correct her, to challenge her. When I sit in class and learn about all the ways I too am contributing to climate change, it is my duty to change my bad habits. And as I talked with my friend about the difficult journey immigrants face, it was my responsibility to explain to her why she's wrong. Instead, I walked away because I could not stand any more she had to say. The King said in his letter from Birmingham jail, we will have to repent in this generation, not merely for the hateful words and actions of the bad people, but for the appalling silence of the good people. We cannot walk away. When we walk away, when we sit silent, when we remain bystanders to the unjust acts, we become part of the problem. And we are saying that everything our ancestors fought for, everything Dr. King stood for, and all the changes of the impactful people that came before us were for nothing. Dr. King's speech leaves the door open for a continual journey of fighting for what is right. We must come together to better our country. We cannot afford to do nothing. Think of Rosa Parks, W.E.B. Du Bois, Trayvon Martin, Philando Castile, Upton Sinclair, Maya Angelou, Anthony Lamar, Cesar Chavez, Harriet Tubman, Sandra Bland, Leah Rice, Dr. Madison, and further. And we just breathe. Think of what they stood for and use it as motivation to keep the fight going. Think of the progress we have made. As I am my and fight for our freedoms as well, continuing the work of Dr. King. King was a true leader, an even better fighter, because while he was not in the military, he put his life on the line every single day, up until his last. Every time he spoke, every time he marched, he was fighting for justice. He did not let the fear of the oppressor stop his fight. Now I too am going to follow after Dr. King. I am going to put my life on the line to fight for justice in this time of chaos. I challenge you to do the same. Stand with me in renewing this dream. While continuing this fight may look different for everyone, we must all work together on one accord. And like King said at the end of his speech, I will say at the end of mine, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. So will you join me in renewing this dream starting now?